this, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. That's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Washington.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, McDonald almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. From the gun, it's McDonald. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Complete, too easy.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 32-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's McDonald. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23.
23 yards on the play.
Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, McDonald slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
There you go. Got him again. Got him again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on second down, McDonald, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
And long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, McDonald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Standing just outside his own goal line. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of
nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
first down. McDonald. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
10 yards.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
36-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, McDonald. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to the air on second down. McDonald. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. the gun. McDonald. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Cowboys 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
At the 31.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's McDonald to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 16.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Elliott. That's good for a Cowboys.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
37-yard line.
Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Elliott. Able to push his way through. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Number 84.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 57 yards. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And it's a goal line stand on the final play. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.